All right, so the first construction that we actually talked about in class was how to copy a line segment. You can see here off to the left-hand side of my page is I have a line segment AB. We're going to start off this construction, so copying a line segment, by just drawing a line segment down below. And just make sure that line segment is definitely longer than your original line segment AB. We can see that this is much longer. We're going to start by identifying that point off to the very far left, my A. I'm labeling that as A prime. That indicates that that point has been copied. This little dash mark is just read as prime, A prime. In order to determine where B prime is on my copied line, I have to go back to my original and use my compass in order to measure. So we're going to place the window of my compass over point A. I'm going to press down with my finger tightly so that my compass does not move. And I'm going to move my little tool here such that my hole lines up to point B here. So my hole is over top of point B. I've essentially measured the distance between point A and point B. Well, I'm going to take that distance and bring it on down to my copied line down here. I'm going to place my compass now over A prime and hold it tightly there. That same hole that was over my point B up above, I'm going to put my pencil through that hole and draw a little arc. Where that arc is intersecting my line segment that I'm copying, I'm going to draw a point at that point of intersection. And that is exactly where my point B prime is located. I'm going to go ahead and erase the overage of that line segment. So the line segment I drew just a little too long, so I'm going to erase that. And you can now see that my line segment AB is congruent to my line segment A prime, B prime. And we can indicate that using a geometric sentence or statement by saying my line segment AB, so line segment AB, is congruent to my other line segment down below, the one that I copied, line segment A prime, B prime, not forgetting that symbol over top to indicate that we're talking about line segments here. So my expectations is that you have completed that construction. So I copied my line segment. I've also marked my segments as congruent using tick marks. Notice I did that. I have one tick mark on my line segment AB, and I have one tick mark on my line segment A prime, B prime, and that indicates that those two segments are congruent. I've also expressed a congruency statement using geometric notation, and I've indicated that here by saying line segment AB is congruent to line segment A prime, B prime.